Hi guys, and welcome to my channel over here. I'm so excited because today we're going to do a 10-minute video. Well, the video itself is going to be longer, but I'm going to show you guys what I do for a very quick 10-minute easy look, like I have to throw myself together and get out the door type of thing. So if that interests you, please give this video a thumbs up. Would mean you like these and I can do these types more. And make sure you subscribe before you leave, and we're just going to jump right into it. Alright guys, so no matter what type of look I'm doing, whether it's a full face makeup or it's this 10-minute quick and easy makeup, I always go in with some like lip oil or lip mask. So we're going to use the Tarte Jelly Glaze just to, you know, help my lips get hydrated while I'm doing my makeup look. Let, you know, the lip product marinate on the lips. I love this stuff too. This stuff is really good. I have it in coconut something. Toasted coconut. So that's no matter what, the very first thing I do. And then the next thing will be the eyes. Now this kind of depends. If I'm using a cream bronzer, which we're using one today, I will go in with a very quick and easy eyeshadow. But if I'm going to use a powder bronzer, I will go in with that bronzer, put it on the crease, and we call it good. So today we're going to go ahead and prime the lids because we are using the eyeshadow. When I use my bronzer in my crease, I don't prime my lids. But we're going to do that today, and we're using the Too Faced Shadow Insurance, but we're not going to put as much on as we normally do because we're just going to go in with one color in the crease, and then we're going to go in with a shimmer color on the lid. Now I don't always do that either. When I use a eyeshadow, sometimes I'll just go in with the one in the crease and call it good. It really just depends on how much time I have. I'm going to be showing you guys all my steps. So the steps I even take, if I have a few extra minutes, this is what I'll go ahead and do. But a lot of times when I'm doing this type of look, I like to focus more on the complexion and spend more time on my complexion, which is definitely like my favorite part of makeup is, you know, bronzer, blush, that type of stuff. So we're gonna go in today with the e.l.f. Bite Size and Love You a Latte. And like I said, we're just gonna take a light shade. So we're gonna take this shade right here, and we're just gonna put a little bit in. Wait, we gotta set the face. So you always want to set your lid when you use an eyeshadow primer. I have forgot to do that sometimes, so don't forget that. At least for me, my face does a lot better, or my eyes I should say, does a lot better if I set down my eyeshadows. But again, if I'm going in with a bronzer, we just totally skip this, and I go in with the bronzer and call it good. And if I'm doing a bronzer, I go straight to my face, my complexion, and then I go back to my eyes, because I mean, I'm just using a bronzer. I like to do my eyes first when I do makeup because of fallout. So we're just gonna put a little bit of this in the crease just to kind of give it a little dimension. We're not gonna go in with a lot. We just want to give it a slight tint of color, but not too much. And then, like I said, we're going to go ahead and put on a little bit of shimmer. Alright, so that's good for that eye. So then we're going to go in with the other eye. Now, of course, this video is going to be longer than 10 minutes because I'm walking you through the steps. I'm going to let you guys know what products I'm using, why I'm using these products. But once you get it down yourself, get the routine down, you do it at home, it will only take you 10 minutes. I promise. Like, I like to do this routine on a day where, you know, maybe I get home from work, because I get up at 3:30 in the morning for work. If I did my makeup before work, I would 100% not have time to do, well, let me rephrase that. I could get up earlier and do my makeup, but I like my sleep. So I choose not to do it before work. I choose to put makeup on after I get off, because I get off early enough. I get off in the afternoon because I have to be at work at 5. So I'm just taking that white color there, and because we are going in with the shimmer shadow, I'm going to go ahead and add this little extra step. It doesn't take long at all, and it's almost like a glitter glue in a sense. It's not sticky, it's just a white matte shadow, but it does help any glitter to stick to the lid. So that's why we're doing that real quick. And I use this because it's easy. You know, you can take 1 or 2 shades and you're done with your eye look like I did. And there's times I do this. I'll put that white color on the lid and then call it good. We don't use the shimmer shadow. But today we're going to, and we're going to use the ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in Mint For You. I've really enjoyed the one that I've used already. I don't remember the name of it, but it's a really pretty one, so I'm interested to see. Ooh, yeah, this is pretty. I have realized and noticed that these shimmer shadows work better if you use your finger. I tried to use a brush when I went live recently and used these, and did not go well. I definitely had to use my fingers. So we're just going to put just a little bit on just to give that little pop, but I want the main focus, like I said, to be the lid. So when it comes to doing this look, sometimes, you know, we have stuff we have to do when I get off work. So I will do this quick little look just to get a little bit of makeup put on and get myself put together, and don't have time to do like a full face. Alright, and then of course I'm gonna have to clean up any fallout. I mean, that white little matte shadow isn't gonna get all the shimmer shadow off, but or keep it from falling. However, it does do a pretty good job. There's not usually a lot of fallout. Alright, so we are done with that. We will go back to the eyes later on, and we will put a cream gel liner under there, and we'll take both of the colors in here and put it on the lower lash line. Sometimes I don't do that. Sometimes I just like to use the gel cream liner in the color white. It's ColourPop and Exit. It really just opens up the eyes. So sometimes I'll do the eyeshadow. I always do this when I'm doing this 10-minute makeup look, especially when I'm very tired looking like I am today. I had a really hard time sleeping last night. So yes, we are doing every single step that I do, just so you guys see, okay, sometimes I do this, sometimes I don't, and why I use these products. And if I have extra time, this is the extra steps I'll take. I promise you, once you get it down, it only takes 10 minutes. All right, now we are going to hop into our two primer products. I always do 2 primers, but I focus the Refine from Haley's Beauty. It's a soft matte poreless primer in my T-zone, and the products you're seeing me use today are like my new favorite products. Like, clearly I try out a lot of products, you know, here on my channel. I'm always trying out new things. I'm always using new products, but these are my like absolute favorite products lately, and that's why I've chose these. Like, I can use any pore filling type of primer, but I'm using this one because it is my favorite. I do have one on the way in a full size. I just definitely need to get this smaller one used up. Why I really like this one is it's got like this velvet soft feeling to it. It's not silicone. It really just morphs into your skin, so it makes it really quick and easy to get it all blended in. So then we're going to put a little bit up on the forehead here, in between those brows. These are products that just don't take long, and you want to do that. You want to find a product to give you that payoff, you know, that will give you maybe the extra minutes extra that you want to use in a different area of your face, or that makes it very quick and easy, and 10 minutes, which is what, you know, this look is supposed to achieve. It's just a quick 10-minute put together, but you still look nice. All right, now we're gonna go in with my newest obsession. I like to go in with maybe hydrating primer after that, or like some type of glowy primer, and I'm sure you can guess what that is. That is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter, and let's see, I think it's shade 2. Yeah, shade 2 Fair Light. This is such a pretty glow. Like 100% a dupe for Miss Charlotte. I've said that a few times. I will say it again. It for sure is. But it just gives this beautiful glow, and there's just something about it that I feel like, for me, I like it just a little bit more than Miss Charlotte's. Now, I like Charlotte Tilbury's one. Don't get me wrong. Absolutely love that one too. And I would repurchase that one. However, I feel like I would purchase this one over and over. Like way, way more than Miss Charlotte's. But we're going to go ahead and blend it out. And I just feel like it blends out so effortlessly, so easily. It does give a little bit of coverage, so that's nice too. And honestly, if you are comfortable with just wearing something like this, like just a nice dewy complexion product like this, you don't even have to go in with foundation or a tinted moisturizer or whatever it is you want to wear that day. You could literally just go in with this and be done as far as complexion. And you know, I haven't tried that yet, but I love this one so much, and I feel like it just gives such a beautiful glow, and it just blends so easily, like so quickly, that I think I would feel comfortable wearing just that and going out the door with, you know, some bronzer and some blush and calling it good, and then just a little bit of eye makeup. But I haven't tried that yet, but it does make me feel good about my skin. I do have problematic skin, as you all can see. I mean, there ain't no filters on this thing. You guys get a good look at what my skin looks like. It's definitely not perfect, but I love this. I love the glow it gives. I especially like to use it under matte products. And then while we let this marinate into the skin before going in with our complexion product, I will do my brows. Now, I have 2 brow products that I use and rotate on, but I have one in particular that I really like to use when I am trying to achieve a very quick and fast look, because it's a thicker point. Normally, I use my CoverGirl in Soft Brown, the Ultra Fine Pencil. It takes a little bit longer to use because it is very thin. However, for a look like this, I like to use the e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil, and this isn't deep brown. It is slightly too dark for my brows, but I can make it work. And the reason why I like to use it for this is it's a lot thicker, and so you are getting more hair quicker, and it doesn't take as long to get your look. So we're gonna go in with this while we let that sit for a minute before going in with our complexion. And it really does just cover a good amount of space, and then you're not having to sit here and spend a long time doing your brows. And I really don't spend a lot of time on my brows when I'm doing this look. I just quickly do a little bit of a fill-in just to give a little extra, not much at all. You know, give them a little bit more length. I was someone who constantly plucked my brows, and then I feel like they just stopped growing. Like, I think plucking them too much caused them to stop growing. So I used to not be someone who would fill in my brows, but now I am, because they need to be filled in. All right, and that's it. That's it for the brows. All right, and then I will go on to complexion, and then after that's when we'll go back to the eyes real quick. And the complexion product we're going to use today, I absolutely love. I don't understand how I've fallen in love with it, because I've used their other products in the past and they just never worked for me, and it took me a while to actually pick this product up because I didn't think it was going to work. But I picked it up, I tried it out in the first impressions, and I have not put it down since. I absolutely love it. It is such a beautiful, beautiful CC cream, and it's perfect for summer. It is the It Cosmetics Nude Glow. I have in the shade Light, and as you can see, very used, very well loved. I'm just shocked that I like it so much. All right, so we're going to take a couple of pumps on the back of the hand, and then we're going to apply to the face. Now, sometimes I'll go in with more of a matte when I go for such a dewy look like this one, because this is very nice and glowy, and that's what I love about it. And it just blends so quickly. It gives this very healthy look to your skin. It covers a good amount on your face with very little product. I only put 2 pumps, and it's already covering my chin, my nose, my upper lip, and this side of my face. Like, I just feel like it really blends easily. I do need to go get the shade Fair. That's the one that I was going for when I got it, but they didn't have that shade, and so I went with the next shade that would match. It's not terrible, because I do have that e.l.f. Halo Glow under there, and it has some tint to it. It definitely gives me a little bit of a darker complexion than what it does if I have a different primer underneath. And as you notice, I don't put anything under my eyes. I just don't feel comfortable putting a bunch of stuff under my eyes because I got fine lines, wrinkles, texture. I like to keep that minimum. So we are super, super glowy. There is a product that I do like to put under my eyes that I guess we probably should have applied before our primer, or our e.l.f. primer, but that's okay. We will apply it next. We just gotta be careful on the placements. It's something that's still new to me, and I have used it every day, but it is new to me to use in a 10-minute makeup look. I haven't done a 10-minute look since I started using it, so I kind of forgot about it, but we will use it. All right, so there we go. I mean, look how beautiful and glowy we are. Like, super glowy. However, that will die down with the setting powder we're going to use, which I'm obsessed with this powder. I'm just obsessed. Like, I am someone who doesn't typically like powder, and it takes a really, really, really good powder for me to fall in love with. And I haven't found one that has been a holy grail. I have found one that I do enjoy, but not as much as this one. I finally found my holy grail, and I say that mainly because a lot of powders, no matter what they are, just don't look the best under my eyes. But this one looks absolutely amazing. It smoothes my under eyes. It smoothes my entire face. It blurs my face. It just doesn't look bad at all. And I have a lot of very finely milled powders, but this one is 100% more finely milled than anything else. All right, so the eye product we're going to use is a skincare makeup hybrid. It's from Rim Beauty. It's their under eye cooling balm. This does an amazing job to just smooth out the under eyes. It blurs my texture. Like I said, haven't used this since going in with a 10-minute makeup look, so I kind of forgot about this product because I apply this in a different step when I'm doing my makeup usually, but a very, very little goes a long ways. So you just want to put a little bit on the under eyes, and then I rub it in between my fingers to kind of melt it, so it melts into the under eyes better. And it really does just do a nice job to smooth everything out. I have on this eye we're doing, I have a lot of texture here in the corner, so I focus it more over there. And then I'm gonna go ahead real quick and take my 10X mirror to make sure it's placed properly, because I didn't apply this in the correct order. So you want to be careful with this because it is like almost like a Vaseline type texture. So if you end up getting it too low and then it touches a primer like that Halo primer or your foundation, it can start smearing, so you gotta be careful. I don't get the cooling effect. I've said this a few times in other videos. I don't know if it's because I don't use it as a skincare. I use it as an under eye primer, and very little goes a long ways. I actually really do enjoy this. Like I said, this is used every day, no matter what look I'm doing, because it really does a great job to blur and smooth my under eyes, which really helps my concealer to go on underneath. And okay, so we are good under there. All right, and then the next step is going to be concealer. Now, since we're doing a pretty much light coverage look today because we just have that CC cream, and then we're trying to just keep the focus on the complexion, I do like to go in with a light coverage concealer. I do have a few full coverage concealers that I use on a glam day or going out type of day, but on almost a day-to-day basis and my 10-minute makeup look basis, I go for light coverage. And the one we're going to use today is the Wet n Wild Incognito and medium beige, light medium, sorry. I have two of them. I have one to put down the center of my face, but I think we're dewy enough that we don't need to do that. And I just a little bit here in the corner. The way that I'm applying this is the way that I apply it on a daily basis. I don't put a lot under here. I like to spread it out with my finger. I feel like you get the most payoff for how much you're using. And then I will go in with a beauty blender. I'm okay with a little bit of my, under eyes not being fully covered. I'm okay with that. Because also putting a eyeshadow on your lower lash line and that cream gel liner will help cover up. It just kind of helps mask any creasing you may have, and it will help mask any of the darkness as well. So I don't mind not using as much. I'm not someone who wants to use a lot anyways. I like to keep my under eyes bare minimum, regardless what look I'm doing. But I like this one because it is light coverage. Well, it's light to medium depending on how much you use, but it's easily buildable if you wanted to still go with a full coverage, and it really does blend very quickly. Now, when you're doing a look like this, that's what you want. You want products that's gonna give you the look you're going for in a quick and easy manner. So you want a product that isn't going to take a long time to blend. You want products that are multitasking, that you can use, one product for two things in one. So you're not using all these different products, doing all these extra steps that you normally do on like a daily glam type of look. You want something that is going to be like bam wham, we're done. All right, so we are done with the under eyes, and then that's when I will go back in and I will take those eyeshadows that I used. I mean, I don't always use the e.l.f. Bite Size, but 9 times out of 10 when I'm doing this look, I use the e.l.f. Bite Size. And I'm going to take just a little brush like this, and we're going to tap into both those colors, and then we're going to put it on the lower lash line. We're going to buff it on there, kind of underneath, and that, like I said, will mask any creasing from the concealer. It will hide any dark circles a lot easier. It's a really nice trick that I learned, and I'm happy I did. And then we were going with that cream gel liner. I only do this eyeshadow step if I have the time. If I don't have the time, I'll just go in with the cream gel liner. This I always do because it really does just open up your eyes and gives you a nice awakened look. And who doesn't want that? And quick and easy. I mean, look at that. I look more awake over here than I do over here. And that was just quick and easy to do. It applies very well. All right. So now that we have that done, we're going to go ahead and set the under eyes, and the powder that we are using to set our under eyes, I also used it to set the eyelids. We just didn't say anything about it. that we're going to use to set the under eyes and to set the face is it's a new powder as far as shades. It's been out for a while, but they came out with new shades this year. I haven't tried it until recently, and I have not been able to put this puppy down. Like I said, it just smooths my under eyes. I've got that texture on this skin right here. I've got a little bit here on this under eye, but not as bad. And a lot of powders just cling to that no matter what I do. And so I've always been searching for that Holy Grail powder. I have a few that I really do like, but this is now like jumped into #1 spot, and it just 100% is my Holy Grail, because not only does it smooth my under eyes and it really looks blurring and beautiful under my eyes, it doesn't look cakey, it doesn't cling to those texture spots, it looks amazing on my face, and it really does set it down. Like, we're really dewy right now and we'll stay dewy, but this is going to help take away some of that dew once we set the face. But we're going to use the Makeup Forever HD powder, and I have it in 1 vanilla. And as you guys know, I am a true believer in the power of the powder puff. Like, I absolutely feel like it is a game changer. It came with one, so we're going to go ahead and use it today. I have my own. I bought a 6-pack for $4.99 on Amazon, and I love them. They work amazing. I'm telling you guys, go buy them. And if you have used them, especially if you're someone who has watched any of my other videos and you've purchased them because I've mentioned them, comment below and let me know how you're liking them, because I swear to God, they change your makeup game. They change your powder game. But we're going to use this pointed side here for under the eyes. And I don't put a lot under the eyes regardless. That's even usually a little more than I like to use, but we're going to go ahead and go with that. And just look how it's smoothed over my under eyes. We're not going to do the face quite yet because we do have our cream bronzer and blush to put on, and then we'll set the face. But it just smoothed over those under eyes so well. Like, and I like this puff too. I feel like it's getting under the eyes very well. And I just lightly tap it on. Alright, so we will go back to setting the face here in a minute, and then we are going to now head on to bronzer. Now, I have a lot of cream bronzers, a lot of powder bronzers. I have been on a cream bronzer kick this summer. Absolutely love cream bronzers. And when I do this look, sometimes I absolutely do use a powder bronzer, but 9 times out of 10, I reach for a cream bronzer. And the main reason for that is I feel like, not all of them, but there are a few, and this one is 100% true. And then there's a couple that I have in my collection already before purchasing this one that just looks very natural, blends easily, it's buildable if you want to build it up. Like, that's what I look for in really any bronzer. But when I'm doing this very quick 10-minute easy look, it's me wanting to focus on the complexion, and so I need to have the best of the best complexion products, and I want it to look natural and beautiful and blend easily and just make it effortlessly easy for me. So the newest one that I have tried and I have fallen in love with, again, can't put down, all of these products are like my go-to favorite recent products that you see me try out in a first impressions, or maybe on a live, because like this ColourPop eyeshadow I used on a recent live. I didn't use any first impressions because it's not a new product, it's not a new release. But you see me try them out in those videos, and then you don't see me use them again, because then next thing you know, I'm using and trying other new products, because I'm constantly trying new products. I'm constantly being your guys' guinea pig for you. But I promise you, I reuse those products you see in those videos over and over, especially if they are amazing like these products here. So we're going to go ahead and do this, and then we're going to go back to the eyes real quick and do our mascara, and then we will hop over to blush, and then we're done at that point after we set the face. So let's go ahead and put on the new Nars cream bronzer. I have it in Laguna 1. I just feel like it's so creamy, and I like to rub my finger in it just to kind of get that top layer off anytime I use it. So beautiful. And I'm going to go ahead and use a brush like this. It's a little bit more fluffy. It's not like packed, but I'm just going to put a little bit on the brush, and then I tap a little bit on the back of my hand, but it just blends beautifully. And look how like natural that looks. It's a beautiful light color. I mean, it's going to depend on what shade you get, what the color is, but I feel like this just looks beautiful on my skin. It's so natural, it's so beautiful, and I feel like it blends easily. Like wham bam, we're done. Like, and that's what you want when you're doing a makeup look like this, where you're trying to, you know, get your look quick, easy, and fast. And I like I said, to focus on the complexion with this makeup look. And I feel like I can do that with this bronzer. It just really blends super, super easily. Now, I don't always go with bronzer up on my forehead. I will do that if I've got the time. And we're going to go ahead and take what we have left on the back of our brush here, and we're going to put up here on the forehead and then put it up here. Like I said, don't always do this, but I want to do all the steps that I do if I've got the extra time. So if I've got a couple extra minutes, I'll do that. And there you guys go. I mean, she's just so beautiful. If you have not picked up this bronzer, I'm telling you, go pick it up. I haven't been able to put it down, as you can see. It's just beautiful. I love the packaging. I love Nars. I feel like it's 100% worth it. Pick it up. All right, so for mascara, I'm just going to do one coat on the upper eyelashes, and that's it. I don't like to usually put any mascara on my lower lash line. We're using Better Than Sex, by the way, from Too Faced. I usually don't like to go in with any on my lower lashes unless I am going out somewhere. So regardless, whether it's a glam look or a 10-minute quick and easy look like this one, I don't put on my lower lash line. I used to put it on the upper, the lower, but I don't know, about 3 months ago, I just started to like to leave that bare, and for me, I like it. Do what works for you, but I'm just trying to give you guys, here are some, you know, easy, quick ways you can apply your makeup, and here's some ways where you can cut corners. And if you're someone who, say, you like to focus on the eyes more than the complexion, then I would say spend more time on the eyes and less time on the complexion. I'm just someone who I like complexion over the eyes more. All right, now we're going to hop into our blush, which I love. Like another product I've not put down since I purchased it. And it is another product that I'm telling you that you need to pick up. And there's two reasons. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. It blends so quickly. I have other products, other blushes, I should say, from this brand, but this one is just glowy, beautiful. It ties into the look we have, and it also is like a highlighter. So this is that 2-in-1 product I was talking about, where I don't have to now go in with a highlighter. And I'm already glowy enough in the center part of my face from my e.l.f. primer and my Cosmetics Nude Glow, where I wouldn't have to put highlighter down the center of my face anyways. So using this blush, that also substitutes as a highlighter. I just put my blush on and I have blush and highlighter all in one. And I like, with any cream product, I like to rub my finger in it just to get that top layer off, because a cream product does dry as it sits in its container. So just FYI, I do that with all my cream products. But the e.l.f. Luminous Putty Blush, I'm telling you guys, it is so beautiful. And if you are scared when you open it because it looks like it's got shimmer, I'm telling you, once it hits your face, it doesn't. But as you can see, it's well loved and well used. I have in the shade Maui. It is so creamy, and it is just such a beautiful glowy, I mean, look at that. And you will see once it hits the face that it substitutes 100% as a highlighter as well. It gives this beautiful glowy look. So we're going to put some on our brush here. I definitely need to pick up some more colors because I'm obsessed. And then we're going to start applying her on the cheeks. I mean, look at that. And you see that? There's our blush color, and then right here is where you can see like where it looks like it's highlighted. And it's not like shimmery on your face, so it looks like it would be because it looks shimmery in the pan. If you haven't picked this up yet, I'm telling you ladies, pick her up. She's beautiful. I don't know why, but my Ulta took forever to have it in stock. It took me forever to be able to get it, and I was so bummed. And then, of course, because it took me forever to get it, it took me forever to view it for you guys. But I have not been able to put this down. When I'm going for my quick and easy 10-minute makeup look, or I'm just going for a look where I want to be glowy, dewy, and beautiful like this, it's the product I pick up. But I mean, we're glowing from Mars. I didn't have to use a highlighter, so we don't have that extra step. All right, now we're gonna set the face, and then we have lips, and we're done. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and use the same Makeup Forever HD setting powder. I don't use a lot on my face either, and we're gonna now use this flat side. So I tapped just a little bit off in the cap. I'll probably need to grab some more, but we're gonna now set down all that product, and you see how finely milled that is. Like, once I pressed it into my skin, I mean, hello. And I really like this powder puff. I feel like it's definitely big enough to cover, and you see how it just, I kept my glow, right? I still have my glow, but it's just not as dewy and wet looking, and I still have the color for my bronzer and my blush. I'm telling you, this is such a great powder. Like I said, I'm telling you guys, go pick it up. I don't know why it took me forever. Like, I had thoughts to pick it up. I wanted to go get it, blah, 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 and then I never did. And can you see that? And then you see how I just can easily press it into my skin. You saw how it was very finely milled. All right, and because a lot of complexion products do crease up in my fine lines and wrinkles up here, I do go back over real quick and press them in before I go in with any powder, because once you set it, if you set it and there's creases up there, you're setting those creases in. All right, so we're just gonna put a little bit more powder in that lid. We're gonna take that powder puff, set the forehead, and then the forehead is set. Like, it just is such a beautiful powder. Like, I'm obsessed, I'm in love. I probably will not use any of my other powders again. I'll probably just continue to use this one. I've got plenty of powders for sure, and I really like this puff, actually. I mean, like I said, I have my own. I bought a 6-pack on Amazon for $4.99, so it was a great deal, and they're really good power puffs too, but this one's a little bit bigger, and I do like the round shape on it. All right, guys, so that is how we set the face real quick. Looks great, right? We still have our color, we still have our dewiness. It's just not very as dewy and like wet looking and kind of crazy looking. All right, so for lips, when I do this look, I don't do an eye or a lip liner. I don't do a lipstick, because 9 times out of 10 I'll do a lip liner if I'm doing a lipstick, but I go in with some type of lip oil or lip gloss, and I'm going to now take off that mask, or if it was a lip oil, take that off, because we don't need it on. So we're gonna go in with the gloss, and that is it. So this one is the Physicians Formula Diamond Plumper, and I think I have it in the shade, yeah, Champagne Cushion Cut. It's a beautiful, like, nudie, glossy brown. I mean, look at that wet, juicy look. And it does have a little bit of a plumping effect, but it's not, it doesn't hurt. It's not, like, burning, you know, like some of them. Like, I don't mind even the ones that are, like, burning feeling. Like, the Fenty Gloss Bombs, those are very, like, burning feeling. And I know a lot of people don't like those. I don't mind them, but it doesn't feel like this. It's just a slight plumping feeling. So it's going to give you that plumping feeling. It's going to plump your lips a little. I feel like it does plump up my lips a little bit. And it gives a little bit of color to your lips. It's glossy, it's beautiful, and I love it. I need to get it in other shades. They do have a clear one, but I kind of like the shades. All right, guys, that is it. Sometimes I will go in with a setting spray, but that setting powder is magic. So I don't need it when I use that setting powder. So I probably won't be going in with the setting spray anymore until I run out of that setting powder. I probably should buy another one for backup. All right, guys, so I really hope you all enjoyed this video. I really hope you guys are able to go and recreate this look. Now, like I said, the video is longer than 10 minutes, but once you get the look down, I promise you, you will get it down and you will be able to create a look in 10 minutes. And like I said, if you are someone that likes to focus more on your eyes, you're more of an eye person. I'm personally more of a complexion person. I love primers, I love foundations, tinted moisturizers, that type of stuff. I love bronzer, blush. I do like highlighter, but I feel like I'm becoming more of a blush than a highlighter person. So I very much appreciate that new luminous blush from e.l.f. because now I don't have to go in with, you know, a highlighter. So just whichever you like to do more, eyes, complexion, put more focus and more time into the area you like the most, but make sure you're using products that are going to make it fast and easy for you. Like if you use a cream, make sure it blends and it is fast at blending. Make sure you're using a 2-in-1 like the blush that can substitute for a highlighter as well. Yeah, so I just really hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is the first time I did it. It was nice and fun. Please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe before you leave, and make sure you have that bell notification on so you're notified of all the uploads. And I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go, but I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.